So we are going to be creating a rock paper scissors game where you could play against the computer. Now you see that the computer is winning because you pick rock and the computer pick paper, and now if I should pick paper, the computer pick scissors. So now you can see that it's a draw because we both pick scissors. So we can see now draw also. Now I won the game. Won again. Computer wins. So we can see this. So we're going to be creating this now in this tutorial. So welcome to my YouTube channel, Code with Drex. If you want to see more like these videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this, don't forget to like the video. Thank you very much. So let's go. First thing we want to do now is to import our modules. So now from Tkinter, import everything there. Then we want to import random too to make our choices. For the computer to make a choice. Then we want to import a library called pillow library. Then we want to import what we call image there. Then we want to import image TK. So we want to have our choices here. Let's just set our variables here and we have choices. So we want to have it as a list. I want to have rock, paper, I want to have scissors. Scissors here. So these are the three choices we have. I want to have winner, another variable called winner, and we are setting this to an empty string. So we want to have the computer score and the player score. So this initially will both be 0. So now I will want to initiate all my images so we can easily add them together. So I want to have let's say I have something like main image. So we want to have image.open. This is to open the image. So Python can open the image here. And if you should check here now, I have some images here. So I have some images here. So this RPS is my first image. So I want to open that image now. And what will I do? All I need to do is just write the path. Write the path and I'll say okay, RPS.jpg. So this is how I'm going to open the image now with Python. So what do I want to do next now? Okay, I want to set that same main image, right? So I'd like to set that main image to what? Image tk. Image tk dot what? Dot photo image. Dot photo image. That's image. Now I want to pass in the parameter there, image. So this should be main image. Main image. Which was this before? So this is how I'm going to do the remaining ones, just to initiate them down. Then we can easily add it to a label when we are creating the label. So I want to have my rock image now, and I want to have name like image.open. So I want to have image like this. So rock dot. Let me check the extension of this. Yeah, okay. We have rock.webp. Okay. So let's just have it this way. WebP. So we are opening this way. Then now, one thing is that this rock image, the size is actually too big and we want to resize it. So you can just have something like resize. Okay, let's just say okay, resize. Okay, let's just say resize image. I want to do it this way now. Now I want to call that rock image now dot resize. So and what I want to do, we want to set it to a tuple actually. I want to have it as 100. So I'm reciting this height to 100 and width to 100 too. So now I'll now to do this last part here, which is calling this to image dot photo image. But now I won't be passing in this rock image. I'll be passing in this resize image because now I've changed my image and I've resized it. So now I'll be passing this resize image. So we can just copy this actually and just duplicate it for our last two. So let's just change this now to. So let's change this to what now? Okay, we want to have it as our paper image now. So we want to have it as our paper image, and this will be paper dot png. So then we change, the same thing happen here now. Why this will be our 6 source image now. Okay, so 6 source image. So and here we want to have it as 6 source dot png. So let me confirm the extension for this. Okay, this was a png paper.png. So we are right now. So now we want to move to like having our labels and displaying the frame. So now I'd like to define the frame. So let's have it as okay frame. So when we have it as frame now, it should be. Have we defined the window? Yeah, we have. No, we don't have a window yet. So let's quickly just do that over here. Let's have window. That's TK. So now frame is a child to the window. So now we want to have the BG to be equal. So this BG means background color. And now I have to like I like to have it as light green. So if the BG is light green, we want to have the height. Okay, let's make the height something like 700 pixels. And let's have the width. Now let's have the width to be 500 pixels. So now let's place this. So let's place this now. Okay, frame dot place, and let's put the x axis to 0 and the y axis to 0. So now what we want to have next now is we want to have our label. So I would like to have the main image label first. So I'll just say main. Yeah, okay, let me just say main label. Let's have it as main label. So and I'll have to have this just be label and be the child of the frame, and let's just have image equals to what? Main image. So this is how it's going to be. And now what am I going to do next? I want to place this main image now. The main label here. Dot place. So I'd like to place this as okay. I want to set the x-axis to 120 and I want to set the y-axis to 10. Okay, let's have this as window dot main loop. So let's have this window dot main loop so we'll be able to run this. So if I should try to run this now, we have it as this, and now we have an error. Oh, this slash was meant to be this other way for Windows. Yes, I'm on a Windows PC. So and now we can see that there's a problem here actually, because this is starting with R and a backslash that is followed by how is actually recognized to be something else in Python. So due to that, I would like to name this tool that starts with R. So I would just like to put okay. So I just like to put, can I just put D? Let me put G. Okay. And let me name this too. Let me put G2 at the front there. Okay. Now let's go back here and have it as G. Okay, and have this as G2. So okay, let's do it to change this and this. So I can run this again now. Okay, I think I put double slash somewhere. Okay, it's JRPS actually. So I think we should have these. We should have these here. So it won't affect our image. And make sure that the name here is GR here. So we can have this way now, and we should run our code now. It should work right to right, and you can see it like this now. So I would just like to do one more thing here. That's window dot. Okay, that's window dot geo. Okay, geometry. I like to have it as 700 by 500. Okay, so let me change this to 500 by 700 actually. I think this should work well. Yes, I think this is okay. So let's go with this. So the next thing we want to do now here is we want to have a label that will be showing our computer score. So we can just call it computer label here. I will set it to label. I want it to be a child of the frame. And now, okay, we want it to be a child of the frame, and we want the BG. Okay, let's have a BG for it. We want the BG to be light blue. So let's have it as light blue. So the BG is light blue. So okay, we want to have the BG as light blue. So when we have the BG as light blue, we want to have the text to be equal to what? Computer. And okay, be able to see this. Okay, we want to have the text to be equal to computer, and initially the score should be 0. So yes, we want to have the text to be equal to computer. Initially the score should be 0, and let's have the height. So let's set the height, and let's make the height 2, and let's make the width to be 15. Yes, I think 15 should work. All right, and let's have our fonts. Yes, let's have the font to be Arial. So if you have our font to be Arial, we want it to be 10 as the size, and it should be bold. So now we want to have it this way. I want to pack this. So let's say now comp label dot what place. So we want to place it at the x coordinates. Okay, we want it to have an x and a y coordinate now. So we have to choose something that will be very, very suitable for it. So I would like to go with x coordinate of 200 and y coordinate of 250. Yeah, I think that should work. All right. So, and now after this computer label, we want to have a label that will display the picture of the choice of the computer. And what this label will simply just use just to display choice. So we can just say computer choice, the computer choice label. I want to set this to what? Okay, I want to set this to a label. I want it to be like, okay, it should be a child of the frame, and you just have, I think yes, and we should just have the image. Let's just leave it like this for now, because we are going to be modifying it with a function later on. And let's have it as, okay, computer choice label dot place. So we want to place this at x of 210, x position of 210, and y position of 300. So next thing we want to have now is a label like this, but now for the player instead. So let's just copy this out and paste it all over again. So we just change this to, okay, let's just change this to, okay, player. So we change this to player, and I want to have this as player 2. So I think, yeah, is the position 2 we are going to change now. So we want the position here to be 200 as before, but the y should be down. That means it should be lower, right? So let's set it as 450 here. So yes, we have this now. So we want to have our 3 buttons now down, so that the player can choose whether it's picking a rock. So we could run this and see what we have now. So now we see that we have this, and this is just this white thing here is just the label showing the computer choice. So we are going to be replacing this with image. So now we want to have our 3 buttons down, and we don't want it to just be button with a text of rock, paper, and scissors. So that's why we have the image from instance here, which we define them here, and we resize them to a suitable size for us to use. So now what we want to do now, okay, let's start with a, okay, I think we are going to start with the rock btn, okay. It should be a button. I want it to be a child of the frame. So it's going to be a child of the frame. I want to set the text to nothing. Yes, the text should not be set, but we should have the image as rock image. So we have the image as rock image. Yes, we have the image as rock image. So that's it. Then we are going to set the command later on. So let's just place this somewhere suitable. So we want to place this at x-axis of 200, Shit, 200 mark. Let's place it at x-axis of 25. Then we want to place it at y-axis of 550. Yes, y-axis of 550. And now we want to have the paper button. So let's just have it as paper btn. I want it as button, then frame, then image, right? Okay, image now is set towards paper image. So if the image is set to paper image, so now I want to place this as, okay, let's have it as paper btn dot place. So we want this x now to be forward. We want to shift the x forward now. Yes, so we would like to have it as 200. Okay, x as 200. So now when we have the x as 200, the y should still be the same position. That's 550. So we could just copy this. So now when we copy this and we just have it as, okay, let's have it as scissors. Okay, scissors button, scissors btn. Okay, but now we want to have the x here as, okay, so what should the x here be? Okay, let's put it as 375. Okay, so let's run this and see how it is. So now we can see our three buttons now, and it's going to be used to modify this. So now let's work on the function that will be modifying, and that just the main function that will be playing. Now we have the user interface ready, so now we want to work on the function that will be acting whenever we click any of these buttons, so the computer can make its choice. So now we are going to have our function. So let's just have our function after all these images here. So I'm going to leave some space out here, and I'm going to have it as, okay, let's have it as def play. So now, yes, def play, I want to like get the button that was used. So the first thing we want to do now is work with our choices, right, and some other variables. So let's just have this as global. We want to have the choice variable as global, the winner, and yes, the computer score and the player score. So let's have it as computer score and the player score. Yes, so now let's have it like this. And initially we want to set the winner always to an empty string. So now we want to have our computer choice first. And okay, yeah, so we should have something, a variable called computer choice here, and we want it to make a choice now. So it's going to be random dot what? That will be random dot choice. So it's going to have it as random dot choice, and we will pass in the variables. I think that was choices, right? Yes, choices. We will pass in the variables choices. So now we want to check what the computer choices. So if the computer choice now is equal to rock, what do we want to do? Okay, we want to configure our computer choice label. So dot configure. I want to set the image towards rock image. So to just display that rock image out for us. So and else now, what do you want to do? Let's just copy this. And elif now, what do you want to do? If elif now, if it's now equals to paper, what do you want to do? We want to set it towards paper image. So, and let's copy this one more time. And otherwise now we want to set it to scissors image. So that's when it is called towards scissors. Now I want to set it towards scissors image. So we're going to have it like this, okay? Scissors image, just okay. Scissors image. So now the next thing we want to do now is to check the button which the player has clicked. So now I want to check. First thing we should check whether there's a draw. So if there's a draw now, we want to check if the computer choice is equals to what? The button. If the computer choice is equals to button, what do you want to do? We want to set just let's just have the winner as draw. Winner as draw. You could try to print out some things to know that okay, there's a draw here. So you can just have the winner as draw. And what do you want to do after this? If now we want to have okay, if the computer choice now is now what? So if the computer choice is equals to rock. So we know the way we use to compare rock, paper, and scissors, right? So and now we want to check to if the button is equals to what? Paper. This means the player is picking paper while the computer is what? Picking rock. So the winner here now is what? The winner here is what? The winner here is the player. So we are setting the winner to what? The player. So when we say the winner to player, we want to increase the player score by 1. So yes, we are increasing the player score by 1. So yes, we have it this way. So if now we could say we want to have something like okay. If we want to let us copy this for some time. So if now we want to check if the computer choice now is equals to what? Rock still, and this is equals to scissors. So let us do it this way. If this is equals to scissors, the winner will now be what? The computer. The winner will now be what? The computer now. So let's have it this way. Let me just capitalize this. So the winner will now be what? The computer. And now we'll be setting the computer score instead of the player score. So we'll be setting the computer score instead of the player score. So let's just do this sometime again. So now we'll be checking if the computer score is equal to something else, which will be paper. And now if the computer score is equal to paper and the player is picking a rock, so definitely we know that now the winner is the computer, right? And not the player. So here we are setting the computer, we are increasing the computer score by 1 instead of the player. So now we check otherwise too. If the computer choice equals to what? Paper, and the player choice is equals to what? Rock. No. It's equals to scissors. Right? If it's equals to scissors, now the winner will be what? The player. Right? Yes, the winner will be the player. So we have 2 to go for this. So we want to check now if the computer choice is equals to what? Scissors. And the player choice is paper. So now in this scenario, the computer will be the winner because the scissors will be cut in the paper. And okay, we have the computer score increasing. And now otherwise, if the computer is choosing a scissors and the player is picking a rock, so the player is in this scenario, the player is actually winning. So we are increasing the player score. So what we simply want to do here now is just configure this computer score label. Yes, computer score. Okay, computer label. So we can just say dot configure. Okay, we configure this and we set the text now. So I'm going to be using a formatted string here. So let's put an F here. So we have computer. I want to have the computer score here. So we are going to repeat this same thing for the player. So I'm going to like have this as this. I think we didn't get this variable right. So let me check that. Oh, capitalize this. Okay, try this way. So we are going to have it this way. So now let's add that command to our buttons here. So you could just use your Alt key to select multiple here and Okay, command. So we are calling the play function, but now the text inside will be different. For rock, it will be rock, and for this will be paper, and this will be what? Scissors. So we could try this out, and now we could try this. Now we are seeing that there is a draw here, and none of the score is being increased. And now the computer still select rock. Why? We selected paper. The player selected paper. Now he's beating it. So we have these two draw. Now we can see it. So let's just have a label here to display the winner. So that will be right after our computer choice label, right? So let's just have winner label here. Winner. Okay, let's have that winner label. And yes, let's set it as okay. Okay. Label frame. Let's have the BGS. Let's see, light orange. Now it's coming handy. So let's say the winner label. Let's place it. Okay, let's see this was 210. 300. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see 200. Okay, let's see the X to be 200, and let's see the Y to be 380. So we want to configure this here too. Okay, winner label dot configure. So we are going to be having the text, and this will be a formatted string also. So we want to have the winner as okay, winner. So let's try this out. Okay, I think there's nothing like light orange. Oh, let's have that orange. So let's have this. Wow, winner player. Clear. I need to fix that. Draw. So let's just shift this down. Let's have it as 420. 420, and I think there's a place I'm setting winner to player here. So the winner should be player here. Yes. Yeah, I think this should work well. So now we can track the winner. So let's just let me just add one more touch into this. So let's have the foreground as white, and let's have the font. Okay, let's use same thing we used there. So yes, this is much better. So this is our game ends. Thank you very much for coming this far. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. And to see more content like this, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Thank you very much. See you next time.